Okay. Alright, I'm here, baby.
Hello?
Hey, Rugal.
How's it going?
Not much.
So you like the new change with yeah, Hrothgar's being able to wear more helmets, so finally got to wear the choreo mask.
That's nice.
And this, ta-da, is the full cruiserweight fending gear.
Yeah.
I was lucky that I didn't have to worry about the colors. You can't dye these, but they actually match my color scheme. Oh yeah, no, I love it. You know me, it's just like, yeah, I know people like their glamours and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm obviously, yeah, this is gonna be my pride and joy here. But I'm always happy to at least try to have stuff that matches my character's scheme.
Yeah. For this, I decided to go with the Alexandrian gear that I have right there.
Oh yeah, what's your item level, by the way?
Oh yeah, for Dark Knight is 727, and for White Race is 724. 724 is enough for the dungeon, right?
Yeah, I just went ahead and, because I'm overzealous and I just queue a lot, I'm up to item level 735 on my tank.
Nice.
I had to do a lot of Sugar Riot battles, and there's a lot of people out there that still can't avoid mechanics.
Actually, mine was quite the opposite.
It happens.
They would prefer like doing a lot of the funky frog thing.
Yeah, I don't want it. I like Sugar Riot just because it was easy enough patterns to get through.
Yeah. So.
All right, let's go. Test this. You in the back room, Chumma?
Yeah.
Right on in, Chumma. All right, Shale. Targeted tragedy. 3, 2, 1.
You do have a moment. Do you want us to take a stock of our current crisis? I believe it may be lacking the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you to lend your perspective to the conversation.
Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing right
now. Dasher, are you here?
Dasher? Dasher?
Dasher? Sturgio?
Damn it, because, yeah, that Kryl is like,
yeah.
Dasher can do Kryl.
Right
Yeah,
here.
Kryl. The other Kryl.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Right. Watch Rugal's stream.
What am I reading?
Kryl. Yeah, the other Kryl.
No. Much has happened since this state funeral, and a clearer idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us all as well.
First things first, then. Let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single center reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without propagation, and vehicles suddenly become more unresponsive to controls. And while these malfunctions were solved very quickly, they nevertheless resulted in considerable number of injuries and deaths. Hey, is Numbers here, or is Turkio here?
Numbers. Yo, Numbers. Numbers.
The numbers might be out. I'll do it.
Sturkio, why don't you do Wiklamont?
Well, are you sure about that?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll do it. But you haven't heard anything about the new incident since then, right? Okay, Numbers can't talk.
Okay.
Right, no digital reports have been watched. As far as I know, that's good news. Sturkio?
The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldier when they started hurting people. But they didn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Most things calm down. I was finally able to make them give up their weapon. But if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like that before.
King of Resolve's authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man that can override it with such impunity?
Calix. He lived in Age of the Storm shirt as I did.
Yes, Sircon?
Yeah. What now?
Now we go help people.
The fuck?
Sorry, though, I was watching a video prior to getting in here.
Right. Lest he forget, he was known for his advancements in electro technology. And it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversation into endless, that he might continue his efforts into the present day.
Preservation's early goals seem noble enough. Exploring treatments for love and sickness, designing a keep core system, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he was essentially trying to help?
I do not pretend to fully understand Calix's motivations, only that he appears incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational success was outdated, and evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation.
Vass, I have a question.
No, seeing how he employed
well,
the
because,
simulation to.
Sorry, just a moment, Dasher. Sircon, if you want to be here for a little bit, do you want to do Wooklamont?
Hold on. Let me up my volume real quick. Repeat your last.
Did you want to voice Wooklamont?
No, I just kind of hear, just kind of can't say what's up, but.
Okay, alright.
Yeah,
Oh.
he usually appears like for a short amount of times.
Take it easy.
So-
Alright, Dasher.
We're seeing how he employed the stimulant to convince Alexandrians the endless conversation is their only hope for survival. Conversion. Eternal is assured for those 5,000 who register their new regulators. But this is merely one part of Cryax's greater plan.
Calyx.
Calix. What is his name?
Calix.
Calyx. Yeah.
Calix. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With the relic in his possession, he will draw aether from the reflections and expend his efforts to create endless
Oh.
a thousandfold.
You know what they're doing, Vass and Dasher? He's kind of doing what Exdeath wanted to do with merging the worlds together into one. That's what he's trying to do. Yeah, remember, Vass? You know, the first world, the second world, then they merged into one.
If we mean to foil Calix's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down. Which unfortunately is easier said than done. By scouring the terminal we found in the depths of the Everkeep, but I failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time, though, and I'm sure I can sniff him out.
Thank you.
I'll help you.
Galuja and Shale are working on that. I think I'm going to take a look around town. Excuse me. Had a little stuff go down the wrong pipe. A little indigestion. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calyx. Calyx. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time, and I'll be glad to have some brawlers at my back.
Tommy, cut me in. Ra and others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep. So shall we stick to the streets of Solution then? Solution 9?
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company.
I'm here to speak with the city's administration about bringing in the Lens Guard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving into Tulial. Alpha Newt and Allstate will be joining me for the meeting. But the three of us can cover that sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join their group, if you'll help me.
More mouths to ask questions, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers.
Thank you. I'll do my best not to be a burden.
Oh yeah, I remember her the last time we had a huge giant battle.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently, like, this is a different spin. The one we counter in the Dog Trail main story quest is known as Endless Spin.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the fact that, remember, this has a lot of ties into Final Fantasy IX. So,
Yeah,
like...
yeah, with Garnet.
It's kinda... Yeah, if you kind of look at it from a waist, he's a bit like Garnet.
Yeah. And, well, and the one Cal created was actually a replicant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So were my parents. But hey, who cares?
What the fuck? I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid.
You'll change your tune once we get back to the goods on Calyx. Then the drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue this outside. Plucker. I'm going the wrong way.
You okay?
Reflux. Had some spicy stuff tonight, and it just kind of hurt back into my esophagus.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was off in my own little world. Should we get started? The people seem easy. Are you alright, Geode? Are you alright, Geode? Me? I'm well enough, given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death, so they were for the longest time. And the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, we're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration.
Indeed, and I do not blame him for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people to make that choice. Not one, not Calyx, nor anyone else should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lives as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choice to support this country's future back into the hands of its citizens.
Do you think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us?
It is what I see that convinces me you can. I look forward to centuries later to find out people are living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner. Those surprised and bewildered, what's overjoyed to see it so? You all deserve to be happy.
Well then. We best not let you down. Now it's just we move as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us.
Oh, I believe someone came prepared for just such an eventuality. Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle?
Yep, she's now becoming a summoner scholar. Yes, my parents gave it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect things important to me.
Again, get it, the Garnet correlation.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts, so I linked me to some small measure of skill.
Is that the case? It might be better if we split into two groups. After all, I would certainly be more efficient for information gathering. You know, Lux. What voice did I give her last time?
I guess that makes sense. Well, just think of Kryl from FF5.
Oh.
Well, she's an adult.
Yeah. Two of you can take the west side of the recreation zone then. Them and I will take the east.
Very well. We shall end our patrol in the plaza just past of you and wait you there.
Man. Okay.
Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what and chat to the people we meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully that will earn us a tidbit or two we don't even notice.
Okay, escort.
What escorting? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, let's talk to the somber citizen.
Hey. All the centuries in the real world seems to be round down. I just don't know what's gonna happen again. And maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident. I need a neo rearguard. Guess it's the only way. Even Glee's said so. Okay.
No.
Let's do a special conversation with him.
Discuss Ruby. Ah, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I mentioned not to overdo it when I had to work the next day, but once we were past the busy season, when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, you'd have to scrape me off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. Worst I ever got was what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it, I was still wearing a regulator back then. It's also the day I first met Shale, although I guarantee that she's forgotten it completely.
Huh.
I see, grieving citizen.
Okay.
I'll do this guy. If you want to hear my story, while I appreciate your offering a sympathetic ear, there's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air wheeler dropped right out of the sky. He didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he'd never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday, and I thought I'd understood what that meant. Until it happened.
Actually, where do you get that core mask?
I think I got it from Gold Saucer.
Huh.
I've had the Coriel mask for a long time. I couldn't wear it because like Hawk Guards can't wear that.
Yeah, and now you're finally able to.
Yeah, until I get the behemoth stuff.
Well,
what has me in such fine? Oh, so yeah, you go ahead.
Well, research on my new regulator was literally becoming nothing but memories at first, but now I've gone through with the reservation. I never felt more at ease. So once it was done, regular displayed in the current numbers, the 5,000 slots available, or 3,800 had already been filled. So as you still hesitant, you got much time to make your mind up. Mark my words, friends. There's only a few slots left, and it's going to get very ugly.
You two, a word. I feel like there was a new fact in these stories you've heard. One we hadn't considered during our session with everyone in the back room. The people are still deathly afraid. The fights are likely to break out over a new regulator. A victim of the violence isn't wearing a regulator. That fights are likely to break out over new regulators.
Oh, I chose the wrong one.
The fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worthy of its own report. But are you sure there wasn't anything else? That a victim of the violence wasn't wearing a regulator? Yes, that's it. The vast majority of residents have always worn regulars, so it's not a detail we normally think about. With the supply of souls cut off there, though more and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from the recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around on the street over at the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time. Maybe we'll find a night witness who can help us confirm if it was a pattern or not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had a very interesting time with Dragon Warrior 7.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a slow start. I guess I have played it fully, but like that first bit, yeah, it's a lot of talking, a lot of going back and forth. But
yeah.
Eventually, once you get to the dungeon, like, oh yeah, then you can see the fighting monsters.
Yeah, basically, the concept is like different islands, like different worlds and such. All right.
Oh yeah, past and present. It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. Little ones who jumped for joy when I brought them packages, the old lady who'd always greet me with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to them. I don't know.
Wait, what the hell? Rugal, you might want to check this out.
I'm kind of in the, yeah, Colonel Sanders. I see that, but unfortunately, I'm in. I talked to the sentry. Yeah, I saw
Alright.
Colonel Sanders.
Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's.
Oh yeah, they got the eyes now. They didn't have those before.
Oh, actually, they do. In fact.
All right, yeah, you can use your voice change if you want.
City Watch has a detail unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones.
Can you narrow it down into the recreation zone then? You must have some estimates on hand.
Recalibrating parameters. Injured. 57 individuals. Death space. 19 individuals. County equivalent regulators. 0.
Oh.
Hmm.
So they intend to hurt those without regulators.
Dasher, you do the unsettled sanitation worker. Betrayed. Dasher?
Dasher? Dasher.
Yeah.
Dasher's deafened for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, Sturkio, female sanitization worker.
Do you wish to know if the people who did in the machine bit were wearing regulators? I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clear OE debris and the scene of the disease. The bodies were present by the time I arrived. I assume they should have already done their work. I don't remember there have been much of white doors scattered about that were quite a short cleanup, but nothing else would you mention?
I think it's time we rejoin Kryl and Sven. I was half joking with my postal shell, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep pursuing this avenue of inquiry. Didn't Kryl say to meet at the plaza just outside of Trueview? Let's get going. There they are. Nice gunblade you got.
Okay, that's just still out of here. So I might fill in.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're saying that the people were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators?
Well, the numbers are still tentative, and they only apply to that one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who had removed their regulator was a priority target.
Now that you mention it, the person I was treating the entries for wasn't wearing one either. But why? Why would they be targeted over everyone else? Okay. Based solely on the lack of nail regulator, we cannot judge if the person has no desire to be endless, or they simply fail to acquire one of the limited devices. But those who wear no regulator at all, they clearly rejected the old system of the souls to revive themselves. But in another way, they trusted to live their lives in the knowledge of death is an inevitability. The chances of such resolute people would wish to become analysts are far lower, I would imagine. And so Calix has chosen the least likely to accept his vision as victims to stoke fear and panic.
There was no need to kill anyone. The way things were, people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness.
You make a good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is in service to another scheme. We get some other need for the lives he's taken.
What of the dust found at various sites? Could something have been done? What of the dust found at various sites? Right, the sanitation worker's story. She saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of white dust.
Dust, but no bodies? Now where have I heard that before? Do you recall when we went to save Aranville from the sentries in the outskirts? That officer Malachi told us the same thing.
When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
That both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious enough, but the shared mention of his dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we should confirm if its substance was present at other sites, and attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread, it may lead us not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also the intent behind Calix's murderous actions. Ah, Sergio.
Sergio!
We need your help. You have lost control over the surgery industrial area. They might be trying to hurt people again. But the members aren't there with now. But you're close enough to join them?
Damn it! No investigation will have to wait. Let's go. Okay, good.
Okay, voice cutscene time.
Ow!
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Leave him alone!
Are you all right?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me...
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Uh-oh.
Go to them, quickly!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape.
Isadora. Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Thank you, miss. Will she sleep like that forever?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon, I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
Promise of tomorrow. Damn, I did not think they would go hard on the blood on that scene with the kid's mom.
Yeah.
But no, like as soon as it said, "Oh, Isadora and her son," I'm like, "Oh no, the sick kid."
Forgive me. I was reckless. Shouldn't have to waste time tending to my wounds at all. Well, did you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind the lobby. I heard sounds of fighting. I'm sorry. He has fallen protected residence.
The endless choice.
Hey, come on. Do you think he may be struck down? He's wounded a horse. I should go to him. Wait, please. It isn't safe for you. Okay, hold on. Wait, please. It isn't safe, and you still need rest. Would you say it would Miles and watch over Isadora for me? We will tend to your friend. Thank you. Please care of yourself. Isadora is going to be alright then. I'm so glad. Oh, Desert, you're here. Hey, Desert, you still there? Okay.
I've just finished my administrations here. Our living comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid.
Wait. That brave soul. He gives his life to save another.
He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry was behaving normally like any other. Then all of a sudden it tried to kill me.
Weapons of Ornos Salus commanded them to commit murder. Ooh, that lag.
Okay, Sergio's going to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Alright.
So, good one. I'll write it down. No, Mike.
Is it over? We give us his... Like, he send word. I'm sorry.
Is it lagging for you guys as much as it's lagging for me?
No.
No, it's not lagging.
I'm sorry. By the time we write, it was already too late.
Then Geo could be in trouble too. Once we have this radius locked down, we need to find him.
But why? Has something happened?
Possibly. We're not sure what, but he stopped responding to our communications.
We need to prioritize securing the residential sector, though. At least until we regain control over the sentries. Then we should search for Geode.
I agree. Since most Oblivion members have sort of regulators, if our theory holds true, they could be prime targets for the next attack. Please do what you can to shepherd the residents' safety, but avoid the sentries at all costs.
Oh, thanks. Here, take these communicators. We've made modifications to them to prevent Calyx from intercepting the signal. They've been using them to coordinate movements with allies in the vicinity. Wacky has one too, so I'll ask her to keep Kaling Geode.
Good luck and safe.
Geode said they would sweep the surrounding area. They shouldn't have ventured too far. Let's get going.
Alright. Huh, not far from here.
Destination. See no sign of Geode. Perhaps you should search further to the east.
Oh, to the east. East of here.
You see no sign. Worker's voice crackles from the communicator.
Geode, answer me.
There's no response, but she continues to search further to the east. Maybe.
I'm not gonna stay long today, guys, so I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
Okay.
See ya.
Work has
You know,
blown me
son-
out.
Alright, take it easy, Dasher. You see no sign of Geode. The neighbor residential radius would be the next logical place to look.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive! Thank the gods! Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it. That dust.
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells. Shit.
not be here! You need to run, now! A trap!
Take care of the others, eh?
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether. But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest?
You'd only seek other victim. I will halt your harvest. I will halt your harvest when defeating you. They fucking kill Geo, you asshole.
Seek other victims.
It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
His ashes. And the soul cell he left behind. Was that his way of returning to us? Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and Kara's cruelty. He was our friend. Even so, I might say even death was justified if it meant 5,000 analysts could continue their immortal lives. And if a reflection soul in either allowed for many more endless, might that too be a noble sacrifice for the greater good? Who could think that? Not I. Certainly not I. We only know too well there's not noble in this sacrifice. We had to stop him. We had to find Calyx and put an end to this madness as soon as possible. Another no seconds can we let the key fall to its position. If it falls to us, we must. We will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents and reflections elsewhere.
My memories and yours.
We should return to the back room. Shell and the others need to know what happened. Yes, I'll ask Waiki to meet us there as well.
Seriously, I had to fucking do that to Geode. Ugh. That makes me angry.
You can still fix him.
It's just a soul cell.
Our dear Geode.
The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Gololja. The blame lies with Calyx, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy? Living our lives. What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calyx for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him.
Wait, where are you going?
To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure Nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calyx is hiding. But not right now. We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
Oh, Geode.
Not the camera gun. Sometimes it's almost more than I could bear. Shield was another but nostalgia in me. Shield knew him longer. And surely taking it the hardest. And that's on top of what happened with Kakia. Do you think you could go check on her, see how she's doing? She likes to put on a brave face if it's me or my sister. Apologies, my mind was elsewhere. We need to press on with the hunt for Calyx. I can't see the focus. It should be better than this, I know.
Is there anything I can do to help? Yep, is there anything I can do?
You can't help yourself, can you? Still appreciate the concern. Kahio used to say the best thing to do with grief was to let it out ground. So I think I should take myself over to East Side to say my goodbyes to Geode. Why don't you come along? You use someone to blubber to if you need shelter spare. Right. Let's get out Evercade for a bit. It's a fair trick up first, so he brings a couple of air wheelers. They have their communicators modulators removed, so even cows should be able to seize control of them. Say the word and we'll set out. Ready? We'll be fine close to Tile, so follow my lead.
I don't have the 10 million to get that. Or 7 million, actually.
Talk about how one day we might find our weird spirits outside the dome.
Oh yeah, when we land, if they allow us to, I was going to show you something. As we're outside.
Okay. Once there, be sure to ground and scrape before you touch down. Who's that? And I'll be able to collect a bunch. You know, you might be the first person I ran in with you who wasn't an Oblivion cult. So we're not, at least, the members from Memory Days aren't exactly relatable. Come on, let's head inside. Hopefully, we'll be clear to the best today.
Okay, this I gotta show you because basically I got both, it's a tankless job, but somebody's gotta do an achievement done. Or Lion.
Okay. Nice.
I know, I wish it had more, yeah. They need to update this one though, like, I know it's an old achievement, but I was so thankful that I got a war line. Alright, let's go. They upped some of Pally's damage, I could tell.
Yeah.
Not by a lot, but you know.
Thanks. We usually avoid such encounters, but sometimes they wander in and block the only path. None that has slowed you down at all. Never seen you fight up close before, and the surveillance being clear didn't do it justice. Hopefully, I can use it for clear for a while. Shall we?
Oh yeah, the old hideout.
Yeah.
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa. Will you raise a glass?
To Geode's memory. I will in spirit, come on.
Oh!
What are the two of you doing here?
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
I suppose I could spare a moment. They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then, and had recently lost someone close to me. And also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company. So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine. That was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier, and learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
Thus were my parents' and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided. Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this. And why I'll stay the course. Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
I appreciate you helping me to do this. Not only the grief, you help me see that my comrades mean even more to me than I realize, which only fuels my determination. I'll be spending every waking moment working to bring Calyx to account for its crimes. I'll do my part, then you do yours. Oblivion needs you. It's time. It's time I went back to locating Calyx's Slayer. I have a new strategy in mind, but arranging to see it will aid narrowing down the possibilities. I'll ask cry for help. I want to re-examine the data, starting with that of her parents. After all, they were the first to break away for preservation and establish organized resistance with ability. There must be something in there that can put us in the right direction. What are your plans? Is that you? Apologies for calling so. I've been making rounds at the outskirts, and I can't help but feel as though something is amiss. Might I ask you to join me? The perspective would be most appreciated. It can wait until you attempting to shade, of course. Seems your plans have been decided for you. Go on, I have others to speak to with before I return to the back room. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, back to... Oh, it's back to the outskirts. Come on. Thank you for coming. As I mentioned, I would benefit for your worldly experience. Perhaps it is my imagination, but the townspeople appear to be acting oddly. That is, even considering the current state of affairs. As I am yet unfamiliar with the outskirts, I thought you might be better equipped to judge if their behavior is unusual or not. Would you speak with them and see what you think? I hope to be proved wrong. There's something is not right here.
Regular equipped resident. Hugh, you're not wearing a regulator. Don't you know the end is coming? Well, it's your life to lose. Me, I got myself one of those neo-regulators this a while ago. As soon as I did, a display appeared showing the number of registered users. Right now, it's sitting at 4,168. The upper limit was 5,000, wasn't it? Seems the total shot up right after those machine malfunctions. So a matter of time before everyone's registered. I pity those who were chosen, but I'm going to be an endless. I'm going to evolve and live happily ever after. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, Vash?
Yeah?
The Nocturne switch cart worked perfectly. I'll switch. I gotta play it soon.
Oh, cool.
Just letting you know it works. Yep. Thank you. And I mailed out your package yesterday.
Right.
You should be seeing it soon. Yeah, right. Traveling resident.
Oh, please tell me you brought some more new regular. Officially, they all been handed out already, but I heard rumors that there were a few left over. Surely the government still has some, or perhaps Queen It may not look like it, but if I were, I was a hunter once. Back then, I hardly gave death a second thought. But now that I know the truth, it's all I can think about. There has to be a hold on, there has to.
No. Oh, you. Greetings. I remember when you visited with King Sween. Come to check out our well-being, have you? I can say that things are rather stressful out here as well. Not knowing it, or when I'm assuming might turn murderous, the specter of death is ever present. People are terrified, and the clamor for neo-regulators has reached a fever pitch. I personally was fortunate to have claimed a new device early on, and have long since completed the registration. Death has no hold on me now. I must begin with my prayers. The darkness draws closer, grows deeper, and we must cast it out. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? Was I right to worry?
Tensions are running high.
Yes, that is exile. You're overwhelmed by uncertainty and fear, which you know, that fear inside there grows more insistent, only until it drives it into full-blown panic. No, not again. Yes, can you come to a resolution? We have a problem. I'm over here with Lamity with Amphenod. Dude, oh fuck.
Alpha Nude. Or Alpha Node. No, it's Alpha Node.
Yeah. Sounds like she wants us in a hurry. We should go. Seems like
Okay.
it's that bad. What the fuck?
What's happened? Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Death is your constant companion. Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn. Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death needs but one instant to claim you. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Sheer chance deciding if they function or fail. Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scales in that fatal reckoning. The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die.
The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gossen. As for its source, well...
Alex.
There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death. Let us set a new course for mankind. Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity. Hope for it, wish for it, pray for it. We will become endless. With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality.
Change isn't easy. No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to register.
VaStarPlus.
Oh fuck!
You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuliolal.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us? Even if we wanted to become endless, there are no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only option.
If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion. No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate.
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
Jesus. Yeah, there it goes again.
The Landsguard are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see that you all will be safely evacuated. Tulichola will aid you in whatever way we can. So please, remain calm.
I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. But what can I do? I am not their queen.
Kellex has access to the core system, which means if Daddy chose so, he could deport the soldiers beyond the barrier. They will not be able to learn to live with death and decide to leap the dome beyond. They will not be on his reach. Yet if it stirs to Aoi their fears even a little, I beg you, Rugal, please let them shelter in Tulio. We will welcome any and all who want to come. We already begun evacuations, and we'll be able to pick up at the base once the light guards arrive.
In which case, we had best spread and keep an eye out on the crowds. The mood is tense, and we must prepare for possible violence.
If you happen to determine where Hekalis is hiding, then we'll be ready to move at a moment's notice. Surely we'll find a clue of some kind soon. He can't elude us forever. Violence and fear. This is not the future she envisioned for the nation.
Preservation, their purpose.
Tulio would gladly welcome last Alexandria with open arms. But what if the nation the late queen was so desperate to preserve? What if that bright haven of peace and laughter? Look who I'm at. I won't stand here and let the legacy be sold any further. I will protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made to her at the last. But she betrayed you, did she not? Why do you feel this obligation? I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joy as our own, yet alone we lacked the strength to protect them. There's so much I love in this world. Too much for me to take in my arms to keep safe. And that made me afraid. I need someone to share that love and fear, so together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. Or maybe simpler than that. Maybe I just wish that we could have been friends. So when she turned to me in front hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore that I would see it done. In the end, I think you both found the friend you need. It would be yours as well, Spain. Whether you fall struggling to rise, I'll come running to the rescue, and you can do the same for me. That's how we'll protect the things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right. You're right.
And don't forget about me.
And don't forget about me.
The guy wearing the choreo mask.
How could we? We'd be not where we are without you. Right, we got a little bit sidetracked there. We should be probably on our way. Do we patrol or see if Shale needs a hand? There you all are.
There. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Good job. Okay. You know what?
I can do. I'll do. Yeah, I'll try. Ah, splendid. We were afraid we'd miss you. Had a say and the others said you were here.
Good news. Yeah, you be Shale.
Good news. We finally found a chink in Calix's armor. We discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that once housed the Preservation Initiative. Containment Complex 1029, it's called, and it's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think that this is where Calix is hiding as such, but it may well contain clues that will point us in the right direction. Sorry it took so long just to get this far. If you're interested, would you say we go and check it out together?
Thank you for all your hard work. This is a huge step forward. And up! You need to take the lift to the complex.
I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities and have one of our people waiting to operate said lift. Let's not keep her waiting. Alright, methinks we're going to a dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, what do you know? Wait.
Where the hell is it? Oh, yeah, it's up here. Yep, dungeon.
Well, that's the previous dungeon.
Oh, that's true. Well, to another floor.
Okay. Ready to have a nice down to death level.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
It's so dark I can barely see.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
You got the lights working!
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
It was thanks to Kryl and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City. As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author. We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, we finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
I took breaks, but Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
Your treasure shell sounds like you need one of Genolt's energy drinks.
Those concoctions would probably do me more harm than good, but I appreciate the sentiment. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Calyx. We're more than happy to help, of course, but I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
You all know our main objective. We're here to pick up Calyx's trail, and I've learned of a certain device that should help us do just that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information I was able to dredge up, the device in question should have been installed in the director's office. Now, as for where that might be, yes, this map matches my data. This room is where the researchers' commons, located in the western side of the complex. The director's office is to the northeast of here.
Well, we should come across the circular chamber in the middle, yes?
Yes, we should, but fortunately for us, the interior door is locked. We'll need a security key with the appropriate clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, it'll probably be a card of some kind.
Can't you, you know, work some electro magic?
I'll try my best, but this type of luck is well before my time. It may take a while to crack it. And in that case, I can't. You might want to look around and see if anyone left a security card behind. Considering the state of the place, it seems like they abandoned it in some haste. I should be surprised if we found one. Very well. Let's get to searching, shall we? I expect we'll have the most luck looking where the researchers kept their personal belongings.
Yeah. Maybe get
Researching close cooperation will be necessary. Helpful hints will appear in a different color. Pay close attention to information provided by your comrades to proceed.
Oh. So we're doing this, aren't we?
Note. Yep.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Nothing resembles a card.
Alright, check deep in anywhere.
Nothing about It appears to be the only desk which is already. Can you tell at a glance? That's it. Rifle through the half drawers. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go check it
Discover
out.
card-shaped object. Mark with level 1.
Okay.
You got it? Okay. Oh, could that be what we're looking for? Try it on the door and see if it opens.
Right.
Okay. Scanning device. Scanning device, the card-shaped object, similar panel. Alright. Jeez.
Okay,
You hold the card-shaped object to the scanner.
It opened! You did it!
And a good thing, too, I was getting nowhere with that outdated circuit. I am curious, though. Why would they abandon a facility like this?
It was run by Director Demetrius, or so the terminal there told me. Perhaps there are more answers to be had once we venture further inside.
Let's continue onwards. The door to the director's office is across the central hub. Scanning device. Use. You hold the level secure one, but the scanner beeps in disapproval.
No good. Maybe we need a different card.
Yes, the scanner is submitting level 3 security clearance to open the lock. As much as the delay chaffs me, we'll just have to comb through the nearby rooms if we stumble upon the card we need. Start our search of the proto-lab. That's the door already open, at least.
We will find a way through together, Shale. I'm sure of it.
Alright, sweet.
The way the room is set up, the gather is such a large device looks like it could be a soul cell. Could this be where they conduct their experiments to create endless? Yeah, but we could possibly spend days investigating this complex. On the way to the director's office must take procedure. Speaking of which, good job mentioned a locker over in the corner. You couldn't open. Perhaps you could take a look?
Okay. Number pad. The locker door is shut tight, but the number suggests putting the correct combination will open. You have yet to cover any speaking with your comrades. Not yet.
No.
Need that. Oh, data tablet. It appears to be Richard's personal data tablet. Skim through the entries. I began. My instincts were correct. Calyx. Mankind above all. Shackles of blood and existence. Director Demetrius today. Chaos Brown Drones. Permitted access to living memories. Queen's Fiends. Assessing continuing official filing. Familiar colleagues. Should I report my concerns to the director? It would seem back to my memory data. You reached it.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
well,
Glue.
I'm okay. Okay, hold on. I dare the data to the journal. I'll read it to you. The results of the experiment quantify show the marked improvement in ether extraction rates, unless we have achieved the target value set by Master Calyx. Though I will become an answer to that. The preserve this and start number along with my few remaining with a certain number, huh?
158.
Okay. 1, 5.
You have I've entered M158. Could this be the right combination?
No.
Combination enters incorrect. Perhaps speaking with your comrades.
Okay, it's not just 158. So
Yeah,
there could be others.
All right. Let's talk to Walker.
Those notes seem to be about the research they did in here. Let's take a look. Experiment 148. The many entries indicated 201930 to be considered for emergency procedure. Experiment said maximum value of 11509 recorded. Compared to be good. Right then, one more. Experiment 163. Present result of 9834. Disease value verified. No idea what I need to do. Maybe we'll fix later on. Oh, okay.
Right, we can try.
Okay.
9834.
No, I got this. No, I think it's 201930. Like, this has the most numbers.
Nope, that wasn't it.
Okay.
That wasn't it, Vass.
Okay, so let's see. 11509.
Yep, 1509.
Okay.
Yeah, it was experiment 158. Yeah, locker repairs, level 2 security card.
Okay, just give me a moment. I gotta grab it.
Galoojaw saying it was about 158, so tipped us off.
You got the locker open. And you found another security card. But does it say level 2? We needed level 3, didn't we?
Yes, but should still open more doors for us to explore. You did well, Rugal.
These presentations must lead to such practically normal lives. Leaving notes, losing their cards. I guess I imagine that they'd be more. What's the word? Bloodless? Mechanical?
My parents were once part of preservation, if you'll recall. It would seem the researchers who agreed with Calyx and his philosophy underwent the conversion to endless entities. But I assume those who could not or would not eventually left the organization altogether.
Oh, I almost forgot. Researchers kept journals in their data tablets. One of them read doesn't explain much, but something big happened in the conflict. Afterwards, it was decided that everyone will become endless. The writer was really happy about this. He could tell us how they admired Calyx and his work. Be interested there after that, but maybe you'll read more in the other tablet there. Right, let's move this investigation to another room.
We'll have the Deuter lab and the maintenance facilities left to search. Both are accessed via the southwest corridor.
Let's back to the hub and lock doors across the way.
This will hopefully yield before our new security card. I'll take the old one if you like. I don't have any more use of it. Okay. Whew. Tired. Oh, you see that nice breakfast I had?
Yeah, you had the Grand Slam?
No, that was at Kiki's Cafe. You saw that?
Okay, let me check culinary arts. Okay. Oh yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah. Oh, it's a nice local. When I had that, and then I had to do a bunch of stuff, and then I had some more of those tacos tonight. I sold some leftovers.
Okay.
Scanning device was slightly for a security card with the appropriate level of clearance.
Yes, it's open. So where do we go first? The Deuter lab or the facilities? Let's start with the lab.
All right, Glue.
Shale, there doesn't seem to be any power here.
No, not at all. It's possible the energy supplies to this room is on a separate conduit, which means there should be a contingency for opening the door. Look here, there's a sign above the card scanner. In case of emergency, backup power can be rerouted for facilities. Facilities room is down the other branch of this corridor. Let's see about getting power restored to the Deuter lab, shall we? Engaging power supply. Oh good, it's returning an error. There must be a preliminary procedure. According to this error code reference, the power supply has been interrupted for an extended period of time. We need to reconfigure both the emergency generator and the circuit control points.
Shale? That's the emergency generator over there, isn't it?
Yes, and by the looks of it, the same model as the one used in Heritage Found.
But how does it send power to the other lab?
Ah, I see. The energy cable attached to the base of this terminal leads down the hall, directly to the 202 lab.
Which means we need a way to connect the generator to that cable. What about these patterns on the board? Could this be the circuit we need to reconfigure?
I believe you have the rights of it. Using control panels set into each of the tiles, we create an unbroken path to the power follow.
What would I give for an instruction manual?
Indeed, if you could look around for any written procedures, I'll keep digging through the terminal's directories. Might I also ask someone to operate the generator?
I can do it. I used that type of machine before.
Then would you be willing to try and reconfigure the circuit path, Rugal? Restless can help by supplying them with whatever information might be found on this circuitry configuration. Alright. Northwest control panel. Alright, let's talk to Warp first.
Okay. Take a look at this diagram. There's no on the website. Configure the fork circuit to provide an uninterrupted path. This must represent the room we're in. Okay, I gotta need to take a snippy tool. Really quick. Okay. If that square is the top left, it's Shale's terminal, then the bottom right should be the generator that Ghouljaw is working on. It's hard to make out the rest. Assume there are 4 tiles, the patterns. The bottom right is square, and the top right is a half circle. There's something to get you started, at least. Okay. So like, I had to move the tiles.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must arrange for pattern to access the control pod.
Okay. Southeast should be square. Northeast should be circle.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna have to like check.
Oh, I see where it's going.
Yeah, just give me a moment. I need okay, triangle, and then rhombus, diamond. That is a good puzzle.
Yes, it is. Alright. Ghouljaw.
Because it's a good configuration.
Oh, fancy. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Oh no, we have to go. Okay, what's up there? Crawl. Let's see. So square. That. Let's try.
Okay, okay, so basically, yeah, make that one into a square.
Alright, so that one.
Alright, do you want to?
Yep. Hold on, Viz.
No, I say make that as a square.
Hold on. No, square ain't gonna. That's because like there's nothing covered.
Okay, make this one a triangle. And then make the other triangle a diamond.
You fit all the circuits. What are the comrades of your successful reconfiguration? Yeah, it was just she had it on kind of backwards, so what she was doing.
It worked. We did it.
The Digital Lab should now be fully powered. Well done, everyone. If I may, Shell, could we access a certain data log before moving on? I was checking the storage shelves and one of the labels caught my eye. Preservation. The early days is the title. Of course, it'll only take a moment to bring up the contents. It looks to be text-based account. I'll read it out. Preservation and Alexandrian Institute for Technological Development was founded by Calix, an 11-year-old child prodigy. Approval for establishing the organization came during Alexandria's involvement in the Storm Surge, with Calix's designs for new defensive solutions funded in large part by the Treasury. As the conflict grew in intensity and casualties mounted, Calix funneled Preservation's resources towards the perfection of memory storage. Research into this field continued even after the Storm Surge came to an end, with Calix eventually electing to preserve his own memories in a virtual domain. So this account is from before he embraced his endless existence, hundreds of years ago.
I meant it only once before the story began. I was attending my father, who was then the reigniting reigning king of Alexandria. Calix could not have been more than 10 years of age, and required constant treatment for his debilitating illness, yet he's published theories so highly regarded that even the royal family was aware of his achievements. I should not be lost to those to the injustice of death. Even now I can hear the single-minded will behind his words. So it was when the war came to our kingdom. My father was quick to commit his unwavering support to this summer youth and his proposals for preservation. Several years later, the ensuing violence brought the death of both of my parents. Overwhelmed as I was by sudden succession to his throne, I submit they spared me reports on endless research and other less urgent matters. So yeah, no way knowing what kind of person Calix was changing into? Did he change? I wonder. Perhaps he was ever been the type to value ideals over compassion. I failed to see it at that time. Perhaps he did change, but it's still driven by the whole family deeply held beliefs. Mortality is cruel and unjust. His role is to deliver mankind for this fate. Whatever the case may be, we cannot allow it to shape our future. Let's press on, shall we?
Yeah. If I've done my job correctly, the door to the digital lab should be accessible now. I'll give everything a once-over just to be sure. Energy current seems stable enough. Still, you should let me handle this one. Security card if you please. Oh, and a quick prayer that a shortened wire doesn't burn me from the inside out. Calculated illusion. Right, I'll get this door open. Phew, smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what waits. Gods above, isn't that... Key. The key to interdimensional fusion? Looks to be a schematic on the monitor.
And they use it to make another key? But isn't it missing the sharded sign? Like the one, like, they have?
We may have been labeling under a misconception. The key was originally a Malalia relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, Preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see that all the vessel's components were constructed here, so that might tell us... The crystal itself is the key. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. It is my parents explained. The key remains shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with Electro, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, not whom imbued the key with its power. not when they did so, nor why.
Now would it make sense? Let's get the key because its vessel was made by preservation.
I believe there's much we may learn in this room. Our next visit, I will have to enlist Justola's assistance for a thorough investigation.
I too am curious about a great many things, but PNGtubers' whereabouts is our top priority. Hopefully there is a security card here that grants access to the director's office.
Research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. We should spread out and look for any cards that they left behind. Remember, anything less than a level 3 is no good to us. Storage crate. No security cards. Alright, cabinet drawer. You find a security card in the cabinet drawer. Oh, did you just find a security card? Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's have Shale examine it to be sure. Okay, back to Shale. Oh, went the wrong way. Alright, right here. Well, finished exactly what we needed. Nice work, Rugal.
Oh, level 3. Let's get out to the director's office. So, what was it that you were hoping to find there again, Shale? You were saying a certain device was going to help us.
Right, I haven't properly explained myself, have I? I'm looking for a data relay. After we discovered this ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of FFXIV security cameras. Considering the way Kalex is always one step ahead of us, we must assume he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities. To monitor what you, as the key holder, are planning. Since Kalek is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him. Which is why I need the data relay, if I can analyze the device and see where it's rerouting all the surveillance traffic.
Then you can pinpoint Calix's position.
That said, he has done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think I might be on an entirely wrong track.
Maybe the reason he is stopping us is because he can't. I get the old council said Calix said he was measuring their strength. What can he possibly dream up that's stronger than him?
Not Beatrix this time. Oh, speaking of cameras, there was another thing I had to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore the data, though, if you'd like to see it. I still start the show, then.
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calix's vision.
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research. I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come. Surely you...
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.
She only wanted to leave and he executed her. I checked the images against the personal data, and the man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to a deep infatuation with Master Calyx. Cameras in this room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that recording was erased, I'm going to assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from other researchers. I am not surprised, given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal, even as Preservation's agents closed in on them. I dared not ask what became of them after, but if it turns out that they were captured by their pursuers... I'm sure they managed to escape. They did not regret their actions. Right, the Echo. Knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Worry not, Sven. Thanks to the Haven of Living Memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and Preservation. What we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. They made sure no one could cross into the source of the threat to their child's safety. Right, let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion.
To the director's office. You get there?
Yeah, just a little exhausted. I'll probably after this quest call it so I can watch you do a kiss.
All right. Should we do it tomorrow or next week?
Yeah, we could do a bit tomorrow. I just want to finish the quest up. Scanning advice. Actually, next week, because I do want to finish. Raw Hunt continues. Scanning advice. Wait, so with security card, profile, because that way, if I started at 9, I want to just go until I finish that one. So you know.
There we go. Let's head inside.
Okay. Now to find that data relay, and don't be shy. Everyone, speak up if anything odd catches your eye. Come with me. I might have a need for that security card. Okay. I didn't expect this one to be as long as it is. There's been a lot of talking.
Yeah.
I get it, because there's not much, damn, this terminal isn't connected to any outside networks, so it can't be the data relay I'm looking for. This office is also smaller than the map suggested. Positive we're in the right room. What am I missing? Sorry, could I ask you and the others to search the office for any clues to this infuriating puzzle? Alright, beverage station. Coffee. Having lain dormant, now active carbon has already entered a self-cleaning cycle, appears of no purpose to consume, though it remains to be seen we'll be able to do once more. Off the shelves. Find a crumpled note wedged between the binders. Secure room lift access. Requires passwords to be input simultaneously at terminals. The Proto Lab, the Digital Lab, the Director's office. Perhaps the discovery will be of interest to Shale. Soul cell storage case. The collection of soul cells may have once belonged to the Director. They appear to be empty. Finally, clutter the side table. Amongst other personal effects, you find what is presumably the Director's data tablet. A closed locker stands next to the table. What will you do?
Open the locker.
Search the locker. Yeah, search the locker. The door to the locker swings open easily. Calyx! Or sorry, Calyx. I'm going to call it Calyx. Contains nothing of note. You quietly shut the locker door. Ah! Snake, what are you doing? You pick up the data tablet and begin skimming through the contents. Shutdown protocols. All personnel have undergone processing. Once the shutdown protocols have been completed, I will proceed with my own corporeal dissolution. As long as the key remains in the physical world, we must keep this complex in pristine condition, whether it be needed for experiments or otherwise. It must be ready to support future operations in whatever capacity Master Calyx requires. To that end, facility equipment will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. Daily reports. Nothing of note. Mystery of the key's activation condition remains unsolved. Key triggered by an explosion today. Temporary interdimensional portal verified. Continue attempts to stabilize the poet's energy reactions. 13th researcher sustained fatal injuries in the explosion. Memory facilities of 4 personnel sufficiently intact for endless conversion. Remaining 9 designated for aether reclamation processing. Nothing of note. Rejected resignations of 2 Milala researchers. Major incident. Details in full reports. Those 2 in Milala broke with preservation and absconded with the key. Though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated, we were too late to recover the relic. The only reason we retained our flesh was to serve Master Calyx as physical instruments to conduct his experiments. However, the object of our research, our existence, serves no further purpose. I dare not imagine the depths of his disappointment in me. The complex is to be shut down. All personnel will have their bodies reduced to aether, which will be allocated for further experimentations. Memory data will be archived. Any endless conversions will be subject to Master Calyx's discretion. If he does not deem us fit, then we are not deserving of eternal lives. Well, shit.
Okay, give me a moment.
Oh, you must have went a different order.
Yeah, I must went in a different order. Okay. Alright. So.
Have you found something? Yeah, here you go. We had to put the passwords on. Thank you. A misplaced note, was it? With instructions for accessing secure room no less, seems we need to enter a password on 3 different terminals at the same time.
There was no such room marked on the map, was there?
No precautionary measure, no doubt. And if passwords are involved, I expect the access list itself is concealed too. Concealed? By Electrope, you mean? Could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd when I walked past.
Remember what Kagio used to say, never trust an Electrope surface.
Electrope isn't always what it appears to be.
Oh, of course. Show is how you alter the look of all solutions I explore as well, isn't it?
In which case, it shouldn't be hard to disable.
Another door!
I managed to activate the projection, but the lock is another story.
Didn't we know they say what password protocol? I say we go ahead and try it. I agree. 2 people should prepare the lab terminals for input, while the rest of us look for passwords here in the office. I'll take the proto lab. Then I'll take the digital lab. Actually, you might be better to stay in Spain. But your knowledge of Alexander Spirit could be needed here. Yes, you're right. It's about how I be guiding clues. Maybe something I can help with. I can help too. I lived my whole life in Alexandria, after all.
I will take Duty Lab duty. Then we can keep in touch via communicator to match our timing.
You should have the
Rugal?
honor. Okay.
That's me. Rugal, you shall have the honor of entering the office password. Once we determine what we need to input, take your place at the terminal. I'll stand by to guide Wook Lamont and Kyle through the process.
You know, there was that display painted over there. One of the gems. I thought it was someone's main electro hub. It might have some other purpose. But I couldn't find any switches or buttons to do anything. Maybe you could figure it out.
I don't know.
Wait. Oh, great.
Missing a gem
Great.
piece.
I can never look at gems the same way ever again after I played Dragon Quest VII with that gem puzzle cave.
2 jewels are embedded in the electro plate. You identify the blue gem as a sapphire and red gem as a garnet. There also appears to be an empty slot for another jewel to fill. Okay. Cluttered side table. You have located Dre's personal data in locker space. Take another look. You know, open the locker again.
Open the locker.
Otacon. Can you still think of note?
Okay. So it may not.
Alright, terminal. You have discovered enough clues to seduce the passwords. Try exploring the area for more clues. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna like examine the date. Okay, not that. Oh, it may be.
Oh no, it's the same thing.
It may be in the
glue jaw.
Maybe in the
Keep searching. Probably not. What will you have glue jaw do? Solve the puzzle? Nothing for now.
Actually, it might be in a different room.
Yeah, no.
So.
I'm just talking to glue. Alright, Wook's in here. No, the data table. Let's see, Wook. Just press the button. Okay, Wook, you have nothing to offer. Alright, doodle up. Alright, doodle up. Kryl. Understood, chill, but first I need to find a store or sturdy box. I can't reach to the controls. Alright, nothing in the doodle lab. It must be back in the office. That's all I can think of. Actually, no, it's just the hub room. Let's see, facilities. Nope, not in facilities. Side table. Fuel display case. Sub table. Data terminal. Keep calm. Everything we're studying. Glue jaw. Solve the puzzle. You got it. Let's. Oh, I talked to Gluja.
Okay. I'll go talk to Gluja as well.
Yeah, tell him to solve the puzzle.
Yeah. Okay. It's yes, a toy maybe. I got it. I see. If I move this a bit, then connect the circuit to one there. There was something inside. Oh, he's a pretty green zone. Might be Alexandrite. They see these jams were so treasure in the past that they didn't mean to gain the matter here. Here, you should hold on.
We needed to talk to Gluja all along. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the display case. It said solve the puzzle. Yes, I will put it in there. The gemstone fits snugly in place. Almost immediately afterwards, the glowing lines of a diagram appear on the slate, accompanied by a short phrase. Could this represent a floor pan of this complex? As you continue studying this way, you realize that these shapes correspond to the rooms and complex in which you now stand. This may be related to the passwords you were looking for.
Okay.
Scrawled phrase. The glowing words appear handwritten.
Yes, I knew the Joe would come in. And let me see. Yes, Joe. He does sound. Let's see about the special meanings Alexandria has present. Self-belief. I think where each gem means something different. I bet you asked me. She could tell more about it. Girl, even her name comes from stone.
Yeah. Okay. Cancel. Let's talk to Sphene.
Okay, where's...
Yeah.
Yes, if you have a question, you need only ask.
Symbolism, Alexandria.
Well, I was thought I would represent the concept of protection. It's incidentally the origin of Alexandria's name. Oh, are you thinking it has something to do with the passwords? Sapphire Garnet as well? Yes, they all have meanings. But as Alexandria, as I said, is protection, Sapphire represents honesty. Garnet symbolizes devotion. We should try these words at the terminal and see if they're accepted. We're right.
Okay. Director's terminal.
Okay.
You have enough of the password? We're all set to go here. Wooklamont and Crow are just waiting for their passwords. Let's start with Wooklamont in the Protolab. What should she enter?
Okay.
In the Protolab, guess remember we had Sapphire Garnet and Alexandrite.
Okay, so like if she's in the
Protolab.
Okay, so basically they're okay, yeah, this is gonna be
It's protection, honesty, and devotion.
Devotion. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do like okay, so let's see. Okay. Lemon teas is in okay, let's see. Okay, lemon tea's in the Protolab. Okay, so basically we get the Protolab right here. And Cryo is in the Deuterolab. And
which is up top.
Okay, yeah, I'm just checking. There you are. I'm gonna help you solve the puzzle.
Well, no, we're in protection, so we know that. So it's either honesty or devotion.
Okay. It's okay. Honesty.
And the password for Crow in the Deuterolab? Devotion. And let's see what we input for the director's office. Protection. All right, we have all three passwords now to enter into the system at the same time. Yep, that was it.
Yes! Oh, I'm so glad it worked.
That secure room is the only place we've yet to search. The data relay is anywhere has to be there. Eventually, as soon as Wooklamont and Crow rejoin us. Alright, everyone, time to board left and see what happens.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
It is. But whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question.
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only two methods for interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in living memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether. They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch. The other method, which Kafkiwa employed, is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body?
The Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then...
Inside, in a world formed of data.
Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electrope-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all.
Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Fiend's memories? It all seems so real.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal.
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in living memory.
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Sphne's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect the sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
Let us say that the Meso terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City, and thus severing the connection between worlds.
Except I tried to close it once already when I visited Living Memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen.
But now you think Calyx might be responsible.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the Keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus. He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
Time's up, and what a waste of time it's been. Hoping to find me by tracing security data? That will not be necessary. Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you. Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there. Break the memory bank and victory is yours. I, in turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
And if we refuse this invitation?
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into Endless. Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice.
Answer me one question, Calyx. The Endless Fiend. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
He pours salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part. As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories had become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine. Thus she was able to shield you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key. I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, not one more future, not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me? Sorry for losing my temper, but there's only one way we can deal with people like Calyx. Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price. And I won't let that happen.
I'm with you. Let's plan our next move. He's wrong if he thinks he's taking our measure. He's wrong if he thinks he's taking our measure.
If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
Well, that was the measure. It may not be done by the method Tail was hoping for. At least now we know where to find Calyx and what we need to do next.
Indeed. While I remain curious about Preservation's research into the key, that is an investigation for another day. I love that choreo mask. Sorry. And let's head straight to the back room. We should let everyone on the same page before we make our move.
It really suits you.
Thank you. I know, I wish I could have more of a body type that would figure the designs I would like. Alright, chill.
Okay.
Damn that bastard, Calyx. He waited until I was this close before snatching away my moment of triumph. The infuriating, condescending way he spoke to us. See whose time is up, you smug little weasel. Anyway, I know things didn't go as planned. We learned a great deal about preservation. That knowledge could come in handy in the days to come. Though I may not be able to contribute much to a direct conversation, I mean to see this through with you all, providing whatever support I can. Woo! Okay.
Woo! Okay. Okay.
I know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
All right.
Taken. But so the next time will definitely be
yeah, we'll definitely
instance, raid, And the final touches. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could do this next Saturday. Oh yeah.